NHS News will be doing a segment on the rising cost of college. As college education becomes more and more essential to get a good, well-paying job, there is more and more demand for prestigious universities like Harvard and Princeton. Competing to get higher rankings and lower their acceptance rates, many universities spend millions of dollars on attracting world-class professors and improving facilities. But this has a huge impact on how much students have to pay for college. College tuition is rising, and students that previously could have worked their way through college now have to take out loans to deal with this rise in prices. Today, we are interviewing high school seniors from a high-ranking New Jersey public school, Milburn High School, to see how they feel about these changes in tuition.
I feel that college tuition doesn't necessarily need to be rising because most of the vast majority of colleges and higher education institutions in our country have a large surplus of money. They're getting plenty of money each year, but they're not spending it efficiently. It's impacting my decision because I want to go to somewhere that I can afford. There's no reason for me to go to an institution that costs a ridiculous amount of money because there are places that are just as good, that are lower price, and that are more accessible and affordable.
I feel like many colleges could justify the rise of recent college tuitions due to the fact that they have better facilities, and like in the past couple of decades, college has become more of a business than a source of education for students, and that has led to the rise in college prices, which is a huge burden on students and has led to the student debt problem in the United States. And the government should do something about that so that students do have an option for further education and don't feel as if the only option for them is to pay thousands and thousands of dollars in order to acquire a quality education.
Since college tuition is so expensive now, instead of applying to all the schools that I want to apply to, I have to settle now and include how expensive schools are in my application process. Seeing as how a college diploma is so necessary now when you look for work, I think that it is an important step in the future. However, I do not think that the prices of the colleges are justified.
As we can see, although Milburn is considered a very rich town, where less than 1% of students receive free lunches from the government, many students are still quite concerned with the rising cost of college. Although students are often willing to pay full price for their dream schools, some students now apply to schools that they are more likely to receive scholarships from. As higher education becomes more and more expensive, students are likely to turn to cheaper sources like online education